Right again. Right before I start these videos, I always get this feeling of fear come up inside me, and I'm like, is that me? I think it's excitement. It's excitement because I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, because I'm just going to, free flow. But I think the initial fear is, what if it's not good enough? What if nobody watches it? Kind of thing. I don't care. This is for me to process my own inner workings. And I just finished watching this video of this girl talking about, I don't even remember what she talked about, honestly, but the last thing that caught my attention was, she said, whenever you start to trust yourself and take care of yourself and protect yourself, anything that anybody else does to you will no longer be a reflection to you, because you'll be more stable within yourself. And I was thinking about that because right now I have this belief or thought or whatever that people are reflective of you. But it's because when you're not completely healed, other people trigger the parts of you that need healing. So in a way, they are still reflecting the unhealed parts of you. But when you are healed, or more healed than you were, then when other people do something that used to trigger you and it no longer triggers you, you realize that it's not you, it's them. It's a them problem. I don't know, that it gave me a shift of understanding. This morning I prayed for a broader perspective, because I already feel like I have a very open mind, but I want to be able to see all the sides of a situation so that I can talk about something from each perspective. I want to be able to understand all of the perspectives of one situation, because I think that helps us get closer to seeing what something is, its true form, if we can look at it from all sides rather than just one side, because that's too two-dimensional. I want to see it from the 9th dimension. I watched this movie today. I think it was an anime movie called, what was it called? The Laws of the Sun. It was recommended to me on my YouTube homepage. And it went back through history of all the different points in time when civilization had a great leader, like Buddha or Jesus or God from Egypt. And it was really interesting because toward the end of the movie, when the Buddha was talking about coming back to Earth in 2,500 years, it made me think of Jesus and Christianity, and how Christians, people who follow Christianity, are always waiting for Jesus to return. But I don't think we're actually waiting for Jesus specifically. They're waiting, I say we as everybody's waiting for this figure to return, but it's not going to return in how we think it's going to return, because everything's in a constant state of change. So when that being does return, it's not going to look like how we think it's going to look, which will cause the people who are stuck in that old way to miss the opportunity of that being coming back. So, like, they're so stuck on this idea that Jesus is coming back. But then when a Jesus-like being, or a Buddha-like being, does come back, they're not going to see it because they're worried about it being Jesus. And it kind of, that ties into manifestation. Because when you have this idea of something that you want to manifest, you think about it in a specific way. And then when it's manifested, you don't see that it's been manifested because you have this particular thought or idea of how you think it's supposed to be. You have this expectation, but then you don't see it right in front of you. Because it doesn't look the way in which you think it should look. Or it ought to look. It ought to look this certain way, but if it doesn't look that way, then you can't receive it because you're looking for something else that's right in front of you already. I feel like I'm on a seesaw, teeter-totter, going back and forth. It makes sense, though. At least in my mind. I don't know. I had a weird dream last night. It was kind of... I don't know how to talk about it because it was an explicit dream. But it was about myself. And it basically... So I've been asking ChatGPT to help me interpret my dreams because I believe that our dreams are messengers to other worlds, maybe. Our subconscious is connected to other worlds and aliens talk to us in our dreams. Anyway, that's a story for another time. That's a story for another time. But anyway, it was basically like I'm being more vulnerable, or I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable, or I feel vulnerable, but I'm also exploring my emotions. And exploring my emotions makes me feel vulnerable. But I feel like it also is tied to, like, making these videos because I'm being vulnerable by thinking out loud in front of a camera and then posting it to the internet for God knows who is gonna watch it. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Anyway. But yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. It was just something to talk about. But I don't know if I'm ready to think about it fully. So I feel blocked about talking about it. Fear? Maybe? I don't know. It was weird. Basically, it was like I'm trying to clean up a mess within my emotional state of being, and I feel vulnerable when doing so. And I'm still processing it, so I don't fully 100% know exactly what. Yeah, I don't know. I have a cool rock, though. I'm pretty sure this is a clear quartz. I got it from a river here in Japan, and it is with me all the time now. It literally sits right next to my bed when I sleep. Does anybody else sleep with rocks? Just me? Okay. Alright. It's raining today. Well, it was raining today. It, like, all of a sudden started pouring, and then it stopped, and now it's, like, super sunny again. I think there's another typhoon coming. I don't know what that means. Oh, also, in this movie that I was watching, it was saying how, like, the people were evil. The evil people who are being controlled by the spirits from hell, like, took over these continents, and then the Earth consciousness didn't agree with that, so it made the continents disappear. And I thought that was really interesting because it makes me think about like natural disasters and like the earth's destruction in a different way. Like what if humans are so bad that the earth has to take over control of that area just to remove the impurities of human nature or something. I don't know. Thoughts. Think about those thoughts. Okay. I'm at 10 minutes. Bye now.